Alright guys, hello there, welcome back to the War Room. I was going to do a separate video for this for this review for Carrier Battle Philippine Sea 2022. Now, let's talk about this game. I am loving this game, and I can't wait to share this with you. Basically, let's see what I got here. Hold on one second here. Do I even have anybody here doing this? All right. Sorry. All right, we're back. All right. So first of all, I'm going to give this rating right here a good one because I do own this one. Okay. Excuse me. Stupid weather up here in Illinois. I'm always sounding like this most days. All right. So Philippine Sea Carrier Battle. This is going to be Compass Games' response to Victory Games Carrier. Now, for those of you that don't know Carrier, Carrier is a very hefty war game. It is a solo game, so is this. It's a one-player game only. It's the U.S. versus the Japanese. And you're going to be dealing with carrier operations in that Philippine Sea, just like Carrier did in like the Coral Sea and all that stuff. All right, big differences between the two. Well, one's newer, obviously. The other one's older. However, excuse me, jeez Louise. There we go. Carrier is a lot more difficult to play. All right. I found it to be extremely difficult to play. The rules weren't very referenced well. I mean, they did have references, but it wasn't a game. Excuse me, Jesus, God. Am I dying here? Okay. Carrier was a game where it wasn't referenced well with the rules. My rule book for Carrier looks absolutely atrocious. Philippine Sea is absolutely beautiful because everything in this game is referenced everywhere you go. Okay, the rule books reference the scenario book. The scenario book references the rule book. Take a look at some pictures here. I may need to use two trays. I got one tray. I may need to use two trays because, yeah, there's so many pieces. Let's see what else we got here. A little example of the sea. Don't get me wrong, the Philippine Sea game is very simple. The map is very, it's blue. It's just a gigantic area of the sea. Nothing to write home to mom about. However, it serves its purpose. Thematically, it is exactly what it is. This here, these are your task groups. These are your levels, flight levels, deck landing, fueling. It's not as beautiful as Carrier. Carrier definitely had a much more beautiful map, which had a much better, like, looking Carrier little side profiles. You know where your airplanes were. They were down on the lower deck. You pushed them up, got them fueled, pushed them back up, pushed them down. So I will give Carrier that. It looked a little bit better than this, but this does the purpose. It does exactly what Carrier does. Same thing. There's your servicing bays, and it goes back up to the deck up here, and then it's done. Okay, so I can't knock it too much. This is an example of the Butai display. It's a much bigger card. It has about 6 of these. So, yeah, you put all your ships up here, your intelligence level, if they're located or not. There's located, there's spotted, there's something else. I can't remember. Speculative or something like that. I think it is. I'm not sure. I don't know if you guys can see that okay. Yeah. You put your fighters here, your attack there. Very nice. Very easy to read. Okay. Okay. Again with a map. Very clear, very nice. Fuel levels. The fuel levels are a little bit different here. I don't know what this is here. It looks like these are some of the earlier markings. Some of these don't look familiar to me. Located. These look familiar. Hits are different too. These are a little bit different. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is definitely the beta. They're showing beta pictures. Okay. So basically, why I like Carrier Battle Philippine Sea is that it is very easy to play. It's a beautiful map. It's just blue, but it's beautiful. It serves its purpose. As I mentioned before, everything is referenced. Like, there's nothing that you don't see that you can't figure out, because everything's referenced. And I wish more games were like that. Bigger games, I don't care how big it is. Here's an example of the flowchart. It looks more colorful than this. Again, this is all beta pictures. But here, even this flowchart, I don't know if you can see that very well. Yeah, it looks a lot like this. It's more colorful. It's got a nice background. But yeah, everything. Look, you can see all the rules. Literally every single rule is referenced. And if you go into the scenario book for whichever scenario you're playing, it'll reference rules as well into the rule book. And the rule book references parts of the scenario. It'll say, if you're playing scenario 2, don't do this. Or don't go that, and don't do that. Don't do this. Okay, very simple. I like that. Let's see if I can get you a rule book picture. See files here. Nope, not yet. Still pretty new. They don't have that yet. Okay, no big deal. No big deal. Yeah, I found myself playing this game almost immediately. You can't really fail. The pieces are very nice. They fall right out of their little card stock. All right, so be careful with that. Yeah, you will need about 2 trays. There is a lot, unless you don't care about mixing units. But yeah, you may need 2 trays. There's a lot of material in there. The rule book even stops you at some point. I wish they had the rule book here to show. But like, if you're playing scenario 1, then the rule book has a section where it says stop, don't go any further. Play scenario 1, and then that's it. So for example, scenario 1 goes up from like sections 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the rule books, and then it will stop. It'll say don't go any further. And I love that. And that tells you when you're looking at here, let me pull up that thing again here. Where was that at? Flowchart. So for example, let me get you closer here. If you're going sections 1 through 4, you don't have to worry about anything on here that's a 5 or more. So if I'm going down the route here, obviously I'm not going to do any Japanese air movements. I'm not doing any roll for missions. All right, draw sequence shints. That'll be part of it though. Move air missions. There you go. You know, you don't have to worry about anything else above it, and the rulebook tells you and it reminds you. I love that. You can't fail learning Philippine Sea. You will be on a track. It'll tell you what to do next. Air to air combat's next. You don't have to worry about this. If you're playing the second scenario, it's going to add all your number 5 rules, so then you can add all that as well, right? So really, really cool stuff. Really, really good. Written rule book. I wish more rule books were written like that. So you're not trying to second guess what you're doing. All right. What else I was going to bring up here today? I think that's about it. I've been playing Second Fleet. Second Fleet's been really, really fun. For those of you that don't know what Second Fleet is, it is the Norwegian NATO versus Soviets. 1986. I've put out a couple of videos of what I've been doing. I've been really enjoying this game. It's been really, really fun. This map is awesome. Very well done. It shows you everything you need to know. Comes with charts. The scenarios start very small. They get much bigger. If you're interested in playing this, or if you've played this back in the 80s and you want to try again, come join the Discord. We'll get a game going. But yeah, this is a very, very good game. I've really enjoyed this so far. This is on Vassal. This is what it looks like in Vassal. Vassal is okay. There's a couple of bugs I've noticed in the Vassal segment I've been playing where your sides switch. So if you're the Soviets and you click on the strategic air missions chart. It'll switch you from Soviets to NATO. Really annoying, but not a big deal. Not a huge deal. There we go. Submarine war. Not bad. Not good at all. Look at that. Oof. Okay. Task force display. Yep, you can put a task force marker and just put these guys down. Very nice, very nice. What I love about Second Fleet is even when you're being attacked, when you're the defender, you have a chance of defending yourself a little bit better because you can move these ships around. They can go from one area to another. So, for example, I can move the Gary here, maybe underneath the Bagley, or was that Bagley? And I can defend Bagley with the Gary and his units, depending on what my enemy attacks. I don't have any choice over who my enemy attacks as far as ships go, but I can defend certain ships with other ships, depending. So, really cool little mechanic there. Let's see here, the Soviets. Yeah, this is your strategic missions. You put your air units in here. If you're not going to use them to attack, you can use them for recon, tactical coordination, give you extra points in a die roll. All right, interception, mines, things like that. There is an expansion. However, I think the game's big enough. I mean, if you want to add that all in there, you can. Yeah, very interesting. Beautiful game. The Vassal game doesn't really do justice for the actual map because it's just kind of grayed out here. This is just like the cutout from the actual board game, but still, it does justice as far as like what the actual board game looks like. They clipped theirs. Interesting. I might do that to mine. I don't think I'm getting rid of this game. This game's really, really fun. So, yep, just a very easy, very beautiful game. Very easy to play solo, too. I mean, even though it's a two-player game, you can play this solo, no problem. Yep. I bought mine for like 20 bucks. All the pieces were there too. Smelled like musty. Smelled like it was in a basement for a long time. Yeah, very good game. If you ever get your a chance to play this, do it. If you guys want to play the game, join my Discord, and I'll be more than happy to play this with you. Very good game, Second Fleet. I just got a game in. Let's take a look here that you guys might be interested in. All right, and it is Spies from 1981. I got this for 10 bucks. Everything was there. It wasn't even punched. A few of them were punched, not all of them. Spies. This is all 1930 Spies, so just before World War II. All right, look at that. That's a decent map, right? And basically what you're doing in this game is you have little spies going around. You get to set them up, and they can move around the map, and you're trying to grab secrets, and you're trying not to get caught by the, you got the Gestapo, and then France has their own secret police. So does Italy. And this is all pre-World War II. And what's cool about this game is it has 2 rule books. Okay, you got the standard book, and then you got the long play book. And the standard book is really simple to get into. It starts up almost immediately. Let's see here. Now this guy looks like 3D printing. Awesome, that's cool. Yeah, because that's definitely not in the 81 game for sure. Cool, that's really cool looking. Okay. Beautiful map. Very nice. Spies. 1981. Got that. And I am really excited to play this one. And then my final game I got, I might as well share with you guys since I have your attention here, is I have Blue Water Navy. I've been looking to get this game for a while. I just finally kind of shot the shot the turd and got the game. It's about $80. It's still pretty expensive. A lot of pieces. It is a compass game. I love compass games. It's also card assisted. And basically, what you're doing is it's NATO versus the Soviets. The Soviets are always causing shit, and we all know this. But this is on the grand. This is more the strategic operational level, where Second Fleet or the Fleet Series is more operational tactical. Here you push into an area and then you see what happens. This is more your strategic operational, bigger scale. Look at that bear bomber. Yep. You have different detection levels. That helps you in your die rolls, gives you modifiers, things like that. Task forces. What's this? Roarsat? I don't even know what that is. It looks like a jab for the pandemic or something. All right. Cards. All right. That's obviously in Korean. Looks like it's a Korean version. I do not have the Korean version. I do have the English version. Okay. Beautiful map. I can't wait to set this up. But I'm so stuck on Second Fleet right now, I can't get that out of my head. So Blue Water's going to have to wait for a little bit. So many games, so little time. Okay. I don't like the fact that they made the Russians upside down. I get it. I get why they did that. Second Fleet did that too. On their map, at the bottom, they made it upside down. So if you're like looking over the map, it is upside down, I guess, so they could see it better, but it doesn't really help in any way or shape or form. Because the thing is, now I have to look for Russian stuff, which is upside down now, and he's looking for NATO stuff, which is upside down to him. I don't know. I'm more of the, here, let me take over the board when it's my turn. I'll move the pieces, I'll roll the dice, and then you step in, and you do your job, and you do your thing. Yeah, this is nice. This one's different. I wonder if this guy made this. Because that looks a lot different. Yeah, that looks way different. Yeah, this looks like a homemade map, I think. Oh, and he made it right side up, too. I like that. Yeah, that's homemade. Cool. Okay. Arctic. Nice. Looks like you got a couple of cubes in there for some reason. Okay. Lots of chits. This looks really good. Like, you see Sosis? See the Sosis line? So they can listen to you. That's from those of you who don't know what Sosis is. The U.S. put down microphones. They're still there, but basically, they did a whole line of microphones under the guise of laying down telephone wire, and it's actually a listening device for Soviet submarines. Still there. I don't know if it works, but it's still there. And what is that? What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. All right. It just looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Man, and I like it how it's clipped. Last one. There it is. That's your whole section. So I got that not too long ago. Can't wait to get that going. Spies definitely looks fun. Very easy to start up. And that's all I got, guys. My recommendation, Philippine Sea Battle Carrier, or Carrier Battle Philippine Sea. Definitely 2 thumbs up from me. Very easy to start. If you're a solo gamer, like I do for most of the time, it's easy to get into, and you can keep it going. And it's a very easy, referenceable game. All the other games I mentioned to you, I just got in myself, and I hope to do a couple of videos for you to show you how they go, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, have a good one.